Shocking. House asks police to investigate Shasha violence. Hello, my wonderful people. By now, I know that most people will be aware of what is already going on, what went on in Ibadan, in one very popular market called the Shasha market, where what's it called now? Traders from the north bring goods to the south, to that part of Ibadan to sell. And, they bring goods like tomato, the stuff now, onion, goats, and to mention but a few. Anyway, an incident happened that led to an Hausa man killing a Yoruba man. And this has sparked up a whole lot of reaction and to the extent that the Yorubas asked the Hausas to leave. Some of them did lift, and we saw that the northern governors were in Ibadan to see Sheyi Makinde. Now, Nigerian government is taking it really seriously. I don't want to sound tribalistic or religious, region or divisional. I want to sound optimistic. Okay, so I want to give it a balance here. When there are issues in Imo State, for instance, there are issues in River State where the River State governor, after NSAS, the person of Wike, asked the army to come and they went to a particular community. My dear, the media they did not really allow the media to report most things. So remember, after NSAS, they made sure that they slammed the media houses with fines for publicizing what happened during NSAS for the world to know. So a lot of things were shielded. Do you know people died, molested, amputated? You don't want to know the crime of war that even our army are involved in. Now, this has happened with the Hausas in Ibadan, and the House of Representatives is responding. Imo State governor is there, betraying his own. Do you know what happened in Oro? Houses, people's houses, livelihood, families, whatever was burnt down. Let's get straight into the news. You can understand where I'm coming from. That's just to make points to what is really, for now. There are other issues all around the country. Let's just get straight into the news. The House of Representatives had asked the Nigerian Police Force to conduct a speeding and thorough investigation into the incidents violence in Oyo State to allow for prosecution and punishment of those who instigated and perpetrated the killing and destruction of property. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajumamila, who announced this in an address on the Shasha violence and the rising spark of inter-ethnic violence in the country, at on Tuesday preliminary, said the House would not sit back. Do something about insecurity. Don't just talk because it's Shasha market. You guys in Femi Gbajumamila, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm surprised you're still sitting there in that exalted position as the Speaker of the House. You said to President Muhammadu Buhari he should appear to the House for him to be investigated or ask questions with regards to security. You were bullied to stupor and you hid yourself into your share. You don't know that your position as the Speaker of the House, the Senate President, these are arms of government to ensure that the President does not misuse power. But you guys are all boy, if you know what I mean, Nigerians. Let's continue. The Speaker of the House, Femi Gbajumamila, who announced this in an address on the Shasha violence and the rising spark of inter-ethnic violence. Why? Fulani headsman, there's no ethnic violence, so just put things in order. Ban open grazing. You will see that the violence will stop, a natural stop. You don't need to be doing all this. In the country on Tuesday, preliminary said the House will not sit back while Nigerians are killed by fellow countrymen. He said the Committee on the Police Affairs and Justice are mandated to communicate and conduct the House position to the Inspector General of Police, Muhammad Adamu. Gbajumamila also said the House welcomed the committee constituted by President Muhammadu Buhari, headed by the National Security Advisor, retired Major General Babagana Mongona, to hold peace and unity consultation across the country. We will constitute a working group to participate in these constituted bodies. We will work together to examine the culture, religion, and localized conflict over land and history. They are often at the root of internal security challenges and violence opera, such as occurred in Oyo State last week. another parts of the country over the years. Bajibamila said, why commiserating with the families of those who lost their loved ones in the unfortunate incident, the government and the good people of Oyo State, the Speaker has assured all Nigerians that the House would work within the power available to us to provide safety and prevent reoccurrence of similar incidents, not just in Oyo State, but across the country, the north, west, south, and east, describing the Hausas as a micro part of Nigeria, which represents every tribe, religion, credo, and region. Bajwamila said, we owe a duty to the people we serve to do the things we believe sincerely in our heart to improve the circumstances of lives. Today, we serve that duty by calling on the Nigerian police to conduct a speedy and thorough investigation into the recent violence in Oyo to allow for persecution and punishment of those who instigated and participated in the killing and destruction of lives and property. Bajwamila urged all those who have large followers of people who listen to them and respect their voices to do more about information they share and language they use in conversing this dissemination of information. He said the words we use about each other can have outsized consequences to our nation, peace and stability, because words have the power to build and to destroy. And to politicians, let us refrain from retaliation, that we have a greater responsibility to keep peace in our country. And to do that, we must first commit ourselves to the cause and equal justice and treatment. Only then can we wage war for peace and resolve to keep peace in our domain, rescue and secure the knowledge that we have peace and prosperity in our region and in our area. We must ensure this. Fajimamila, you have spoken like a wise man. However, you have not shown that you are wise. Okay? You have your office to be able to dispense justice, but you have not done that. You have rather behaved in a way that Nigerians have not seen you as a boy. On a more serious note, Rajamila, if you're hearing this news, we just want you to know that we are not happy with you. You are not just there as a Speaker of the House. Your position matters. And guess what? You have failed. Newsflash, you did fail. Guys, leave us a comment. Let's hear your thoughts with all that is going on. Don't forget to please like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can always get all our latest news. We sincerely appreciate you. God bless you. Bye for now.